Nigeria, and indeed Africa, has produced great doctors in America. Doctors like Dr. Bennett Omalu, who was the first to discover CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Yeah, otherwise called concussion in sportsmen. Now, there is Dr. Oluyinka Olutoye. Dr. Olutoye removed a baby in the womb, performed surgery on the baby, returned the baby inside the womb, and later the woman gave birth to a healthy baby. Then there is Dr. Ferdinand Ofodile. Dr. Ofodile is a plastic surgeon who invented the nasal implant for rhinoplasty in Black and Hispanic people, named after him. Ofodile implant is used to rebuild the nose of Black people and brown people all over the world. There are many more great doctors, African doctors in America, but none of them is as great as Dr. Stella Immanuel. Now, remember that you had it first here. After Trump is sworn in for his second term as president, Dr. Stella Emmanuel will become the next Surgeon General of the United States, the first African-born Surgeon General of the United States. Come on. It is not an easy feat just to be in the running for such a great honor. Please, help me to shout, Houston, we have a problem. Welcome to Urgent Care, where we treat matters too urgent to wait for tomorrow. I am Dr. Damages. This is a great day to be an African doctor in America. If you do not feel proud of yourself, if you do not walk around with your head held high, you need to spend 40 days and 40 nights in the evil-free forest of Mountain of Fire Ministry because the demon possesses you. One of our own, a woman of supernatural substance, stood on top of Abraham Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., with Martin Luther King Jr. looking up to her in admiration. And she said words that over 1 million doctors in America were afraid to say. These are words that were too hot for Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or YouTube to hold on to. They tried, but as soon as their computer started to crash and melt, as the great Satan goes into convulsion, they yanked Dr. Stella's videos off their platforms. It was phenomenal. Come on, please join me in saying, Houston, we have a problem. Let's start from the very beginning by thanking the University of Calabar in Nigeria for producing such a marvelous doctor. Though she crossed over the border into Nigeria from Cameroon, the great University of Calabar gave her the finest education that Nigerian universities are well known for. You do not find such an institution of higher learning these days, where the emphasis is placed on vigorous research, clinical studies, and methodical presentation of research findings in peer-reviewed academic journals for the world to see. That was what the University of Calabar imbibed in Dr. Stella Emmanuel. Not shortcut solutions, backdoor paths, magic wands, quick miracles, mommy water tricks, or winners chapel stickers on your doors. No. Like many of us, she came to America, worked hard, followed due process, and blossomed. In just 1 year of being registered as a doctor in Texas, she confronted occults on TV shows. Big shows like Stella the Vampire, Spider-Man vs. Stella the Firepower, Pokemon marries Poke Stella, I Dream of Stella, Stella the Vampire Slayer, and of course, the Disney big show, Stella the Retired Mermaid. She used her firepower to nullify those shows' demonic waves transmitted to innocent children worldwide at night. She became so hot that by the time she landed in Houston, Texas, the alarm were ringing all over the city. with a voice coming down from heaven saying, Houston, we have a problem. Just think of this. Over 4 million people in America have contracted COVID-19. And more than 150,000 Americans have died. That includes doctors and nurses. You know the way police, even Nigerian police, do everything to solve crimes that the victim is one of their own. Doctors in America also do everything to treat and heal doctors and nurses who have coronavirus. But they were not successful until the great daughter of Yaoundé, Cameroon, arrived on the stage. She treated 300 patients, or is it 250 patients? It doesn't really matter. She treated her patients, including those with the dreaded underlying health issues like diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma, witchcraft, demon-infused DNA via dreams, the so-called DDD. And they all survived. She did not waste time publishing her findings in peer-reviewed journals, which is an old-style way of doing things. She published her findings for the world to see on the great lawn of Washington, D.C. Mall, where the great Martin Luther King Jr. made his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Oh, Houston, we have a problem. Even though she got her license to treat children, Dr. Stella was so hot that she could treat adults by just adding Holy Ghost fire to the dose of hydroxychloroquine that she normally gave children. She was the first doctor to discover alien DNA and how it is mixing with human DNA via invisible lizard people moving around at night in Washington, D.C. Oh, she was such a beautiful mind that once she smells a scientist, she knows which one makes the vaccine that stops people from being religious and which one makes cocoyam that makes people join her in the fire power ministry. Forget about Dr. Malu. Forget about Dr. Latoye. Forget about Dr. Fodile. Oh, what a beautiful mind Dr. Stella Emmanuel has. I don't normally do product placement on this show, but if you have a spirit husband or a spirit wife, consult Dr. Stella. She will definitely have a cure for you. Africa, who did this to us? Who did this to us? Hi, if you live in the US, UK, Canada, Italy, Ireland, or Spain, and you send money to Nigeria, to Ghana, to Kenya, to Tanzania, or Uganda, you should download Sendwave on your phone. Sendwave is safe, secure, reliable, fast, and more importantly, it is fee-free. Absolutely no fees. For your first transaction, use the promo code DOCTOR and Sendwave will add $5 or €5 or £5 to the money you send. Dash! Just because you know Dr. Damages. What are you waiting for? Here is how to do it.